The Hyundai Motor Company is a South Korean multinational automotive manufacturer headquartered in Seoul, South Korea. The company was founded in 1967 and, along with its 32.8% owned subsidiary, Kia Motors, together comprise the Hyundai Motor Group, which is the world's fifth largest automaker based on annual vehicle sales in 2012. In 2008, Hyundai Motor was ranked as the eighth largest automaker. As of 2012, the company sold over 4.4 million vehicles worldwide in that year, and together with Kia total sales were 7.12 million. Hyundai is currently the fourth largest vehicle manufacturer in the world. Hyundai operates the world's largest integrated automobile manufacturing facility in Ulsan, South Korea, which has an annual production capacity of 1.6 million units. The company employs about 75,000 people worldwide. Hyundai vehicles are sold in 193 countries through some 6,000 dealerships and showrooms. History. Chung Ju-young founded the Hyundai Engineering and Construction Company in 1947. Hyundai Motor Company was later established in 1967. The company's first model, the Cortina, was released in cooperation with Ford Motor Company in 1968. When Hyundai wanted to develop their own car, they hired George Turnbull, the former managing director of Austin Morris at British Leyland. He in turn hired 5 other top British car engineers. They were Kenneth Barnett body design, engineers John Simpson and Edward Chapman, John Crosthwaite ex-BRM as chassis engineer and Peter Slater as chief development engineer. In 1975, the Pony, the first Korean car, was released, with styling by Giorgio Giugiaro of Vital Design and powertrain technology provided by Japan's Mitsubishi Motors. Exports began in the following year to Ecuador and soon thereafter to the Benelux countries. In 1984, Hyundai exported the Pony to Canada, but not to the United States, because the Pony didn't pass emissions standards there. Canadian sales greatly exceeded expectations, and it was at one point the top-selling car on the Canadian market. In 1985, the 1 millionth Hyundai car was built. In 1986, Hyundai began to sell cars in the United States, and the Excel was nominated as Best Product No. 10 by Fortune magazine, largely because of its affordability. The company began to produce models with its own technology in 1988, beginning with the mid-size Sonata. In the spring of 1990, aggregate production of Hyundai automobiles reached a 4 million mark. In 1991, the company succeeded in developing its first proprietary gasoline engine, the 4-cylinder Alpha, and also its own transmission, thus paving the way for technological independence. In 1996, Hyundai Motor India Limited was established with a production plant in Aurangabad near Chennai, India. In 1998, Hyundai began to overhaul its image in an attempt to establish itself as a world-class brand. Chung Ju-young transferred leadership of Hyundai Motor to his son, Chung Mong-koo, in 1999. Hyundai's parent company, Hyundai Motor Group, invested heavily in the quality, design, manufacturing, and long-term research of its vehicles. It added a 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty to cars sold in the United States and launched an aggressive marketing campaign. In 2004, Hyundai was ranked second in initial quality in a survey study by J.D. Power and Associates. Hyundai is now one of the top 100 most valuable brands worldwide. Since 2002, Hyundai has also been one of the worldwide official sponsors of the FIFA World Cup. In 2006, the South Korean government initiated an investigation of Chung Mong-koo's practices as head of Hyundai, suspecting him of corruption. On April 28, 2006, Chung was arrested, and charged for embezzlement of 100 billion South Korean won. As a result, Hyundai vice chairman and CEO, Kim Dong-jin, replaced him as head of the company. On September 30, 2011, Yang Sung-suk announced his retirement as CEO of Hyundai Motor Company. In the interim replacement period, Chung Mong-koo and Kim Hyok-jo will divide the duties of the CEO position. Research and development. Hyundai has 6 centers worldwide, located in Korea, Germany, Japan and India. Additionally, there is an American design center in California that develops designs for U.S. markets. Business. In 1998, after a shake-up in the Korean auto industry caused by over-ambitious expansion in the Asian financial crisis, Hyundai acquired rival Kia Motors. In 2000, the company established a strategic alliance with Daimler Chrysler and severed its partnership with the Hyundai Group. In 2001, the Daimler Hyundai Truck Corporation was formed. In 2004, however, Daimler Chrysler divested its interest in the company by selling its 10.5% stake for $900 million. Hyundai has invested in manufacturing plants in North America, India, the Czech Republic, Pakistan, China and Turkey, as well as research and development centers in Europe, Asia, North America and the Pacific Rim. In 2004, Hyundai Motor Company had $57.2 billion in sales in South Korea, making it the country's second-largest corporation, or shareable. Worldwide sales in 2005 reached 2,533,695 units, an 11% increase over the previous year. In 2011, Hyundai sold 4.05 million cars worldwide, and the Hyundai Motor Group was the world's fourth-largest automaker behind GM, Volkswagen and Toyota, a distinction it earned when it surpassed Ford Auto Group in 2009. Hyundai vehicles are sold in 193 countries through some 5,000 dealerships. The Hyundai brand power continues to rise as it was ranked 65th in the 2007 Best Global Brands by Interbrand and Business Week survey, with brand value estimated at $5 billion. Public perception of the Hyundai brand has been transformed as a result of dramatic improvements in the quality of Hyundai vehicles. As of 2011, it is the world's fastest-growing car brand for 2 years running. Design emphasis. In 2006, Hyundai hired Thomas Bar-1/4 KLE as head of the company's design center in Rüsselsheim, Germany. Berkel had previously worked for BMW, having designed the 3 Series sedan and wagon, and the 6 Series. Hyundai's current design philosophy is known as fluidic sculpture, which is heavily inspired by nature. Regional operations. North America. USA. Hyundai Motor America began selling cars in the USA on February 20, 1986, with a single model, the Hyundai Excel. The Excel was offered in a variety of trims and body styles. That year, Hyundai set a record of selling the most automobiles in its first year of business in the United States compared to any other car brand. Total sales in 1986 were 168,882. Initially well received, the Excel's faults soon became apparent. Cost-cutting measures caused reliability to suffer. With an increasingly poor reputation for quality, Hyundai sales plummeted, and many dealerships either earned their profits on repairs or abandoned the product. At one point, Hyundai became the butt of many jokes and even made David Letterman's Top 10 Hilarious Mischief Night Pranks to play in space. Number 8 pasted a Hyundai logo on the main control panel. In response, Hyundai began investing heavily in the quality, design, manufacturing, and long-term research of its vehicles. It added a 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty to its vehicles sold in the United States. By 2004, sales had dramatically increased, and the reputation of Hyundai cars improved. In 2004, Hyundai tied with Honda for initial brand quality in a survey study from J.D. Power and Associates, for having 102 problems per 1,000 vehicles. This made Hyundai second in the industry, only behind Toyota, for initial vehicle quality. The company continued this tradition by placing third overall in J.D. Power's 2006 initial quality survey, behind only Porsche and Lexus. Hyundai is ranked number 4 in World's Most Admired Companies under the Motor Vehicles section of CNN, after BMW, Volkswagen and Daimler in 2011. Hyundai continues to invest heavily in its American operations as its cars grow in popularity. In 1990, Hyundai established the Hyundai Design Center in Fountain Valley, California. The center moved to a new $30 a million facility in Irvine, California in 2003, and was renamed the Hyundai Kia Motors Design and Technical Center. Besides the design studio, the facility also housed Hyundai America Technical Center, Incorporated, a subsidiary responsible for all engineering activities in the U.S. for Hyundai. Hyundai America Technical Center moved to its new 200,000 square foot, $117 a million headquarters in Superior Township, Michigan in 2005. Later that same year, HATCI announced that it would be expanding its technical operations in Michigan and hiring 600 additional engineers and other technical employees over a period of 5 years. The center also has employees in California and Alabama. Hyundai incorporated a new manufacturing facility, Hyundai Motor Manufacturing Alabama, in April 2002. The new plant in Montgomery, Alabama was completed during 2004, at a cost of $1.7 billion. Production started in May 2005. It employed more than 3,000 workers in 2012. Currently, the plant assembles the Hyundai Elantra, the Hyundai Sonata, and the Hyundai Theta engine. It is Hyundai's second attempt at producing cars in North America since Hyundai Auto Canada Incorporated's plant in Quebec closed in 1993. Hyundai America Technical Center completed construction of its Hyundai Kia Proving Ground in California City, California in 2004. The 4,300-acre facility is located in the Mojave Desert and features a 6.4-mile oval track, a vehicle dynamics area, a vehicle handling course inside the oval track, a paved hill road, and several special surface roads. A 30,000-square-foot complex featuring offices and indoor testing areas is located on the premises as well. The facility was built at a cost of $50 a million. An aerial view can be found here. In 2003, Consumer Reports, based on complaints about 2002 model new cars that in general are less than 1 year usage, ranked Hyundai's reliability tied with Honda's. However, J.D. Power and Associates put Hyundai's 2002 vehicles below the industry average according to its annual initial quality survey, which looks at problems in the first 90 days of ownership. In 2006, J.D. Power and Associates quality ranking, overall the Hyundai brand ranked third, just behind Porsche and Lexus, and beating longtime rival Toyota. But Hyundai's ranking fell to 12th in 2007. However, in 2009, Hyundai was the highest-ranked non-premium nameplate in the J.D. Power and Associates initial quality study. In the 2007 Strategic Vision Total Quality Awards, Hyundai Motor leads the most vehicle segments in Strategic Vision's Total Quality Index, measuring the ownership experience. They attempt to measure more than just the number of problems per vehicle. Hyundai tops in Strategic Vision Total Quality Awards. For the first time ever, Hyundai has risen to share the position of having the most models leading a segment. 3 models with the top Total Quality Index score in their segments, including the Hyundai Azera, Entourage, Santa Fe. In 2007 at the New York International Auto Show, Hyundai unveiled its V8 rear-drive luxury sedan called the Concept Genesis to be slotted above the Azera in the Hyundai lineup. This concept made its American debut in mid-2008. The Genesis reintroduced rear-wheel drive to the Hyundai range following a long period of only producing front-wheel drive cars. In 2007 at the Los Angeles International Auto Show, Hyundai unveiled its second rear-drive concept car, the Concept Genesis Coupe. Will be Hyundai's first sports car due to make its debut in early 2009. In 2008, Hyundai Santa Fe and Hyundai Elantra were awarded 2008 Consumer Reports Top Picks. The magazine's annual ratings, based on road tests and predicted safety and reliability, are considered highly influential among consumers. The Hyundai Elantra was Consumer Reports' top-ranked 2008 vehicle among 19 other compacts and small family cars, beating out the Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla and Toyota Prius. In 2008, at the North American International Auto Show, the production version of the luxury and performance-oriented Hyundai Genesis sedan made its debut, dealerships will have the Genesis as soon as summer 2008. In 2008, at the New York International Auto Show, Hyundai debuted its production version of the performance-oriented rear-drive Hyundai Genesis Coupe, slated to hit dealerships in early 2009. On January 6, Hyundai reported sales of December 2008 fell to 24,037, from 46,487 in previous year, and sales for the year dropped 14%, a day after the company launched Hyundai Assurance in order to spark sales amid tough economic conditions. In 2009, Hyundai announced the 5-door hatchback variant of the Elantra compact sedan will carry the name Elantra Touring when it goes on sale in the spring as a 2009 model. In 2009, the Hyundai Genesis luxury sedan was named 2009 North American Car of the Year, the first for Hyundai. The Genesis has received a number of well-recognized automobile awards worldwide. It also won the 2009 Canadian Car of the Year after winning its category of Best New Luxury Car under $50,000. The Hyundai's V8 TOW engine in the Genesis, which develops 375 HP on premium fuel and 368 HP on regular fuel, received 2009 Award's 10 Best Engines Award. In 2009, 4 models from Hyundai and 2 from Kia earned the Top Safety Award by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. In 2009, Hyundai Kia vehicles were named as least expensive vehicles to insure. Hyundai Kia vehicles were the least expensive to insure and occupied the top 5 least expensive slots, said Insure.com. In 2009, according to a preliminary report from the Environmental Protection Agency published in November 2009, which is based on 2009 pre-model year production projections provided by automakers, Hyundai, at an average of 23.4 mpg US, is the second most fuel-efficient automaker in America, after Honda's combined U.S. fleet of Honda and Acura models at an average of 23.60 mpg US. In 2010, a Consumer Reports reliability survey ranked Hyundai as the 4th best automaker. The ratings reflect the performance, comfort, utility and reliability of more than 280 vehicles that the magazine recently tested. In 2010, the Hyundai Equus made its North American debut at the North American International Auto Show. In January 2012, the Hyundai Elantra was named the North American Car of the Year at the North American International Auto Show, selling more than 200,000 cars since the model's redesigned debut. Canada. In 1989, Hyundai Auto Canada Incorporated opened a stamping and assembly plant in Bromont, Quebec, employing 800. The plant cost $387.7 a million, with Quebec and Canadian federal government subsidies of $131 a million. The plant was designed to manufacture approximately 2,000 Hyundai Sonatas per week. Subsequently, Chrysler and Hyundai considered a joint venture that would have Chrysler rebranding the Sonata manufactured at Bromont only to later announce the deal had failed. The Bromont plant was operational for 4 years before it closed with Hyundai's sales unable to support the plant. With boost in sales in 2009, Hyundai Auto Canada Incorporated is currently planning to build a new plant in Canada and resume production in Canada. Hyundai subsequently sold the plant, which was eventually purchased by Olymbec Incorporated, a Quebec real estate developer. Hyundai is the #1 import car brand in Canada without a local plant. Sales over 100,000 cars per year mark in 2012. Mexico. Hyundai Motor copyright Zico entered the Mexican market in 2014 with the Hyundai Grand i10, the Hyundai Elantra and the Hyundai X35. South America. Brazil. Hyundai has been a major presence in the Brazilian luxury car market for some time. In October 2012, Hyundai launched a new small B-fuel car, the HB20, designed specifically for the Brazilian mass market. This car, the first product of the new Projeto HB, is built at a new Hyundai factory in Brazil, located in Piracicaba, São Paulo. The HB20 is of very similar size to the Hyundai i20, launched in other parts of the world in 2008. Panama and Dominican Republic. Hyundai is number 1 sales car brand in Panama and Dominican Republic. Asia, China, Hyundai models sell well in China. Hyundai is currently working with its Chinese partner Beijing Automobile Industry Holding Company to develop an electric car for sale only in China. In September 2011, it was announced that Korean celebrity Lee Min-ho, who is popular in China, will promote Hyundai's new Veloster in China. Beijing Hyundai, a joint venture with Beijing Automotive Group, Beijing Hyundai Motor manufactures many Hyundai vehicles, as well as a few models which are exclusive to the Chinese market. This company sold 700,000 passenger cars in 2010. 855,995 car sales in 2012. Beijing Hyundai has 3 assembly plants, each 300,000 unit annual capacity in any Beijing outskirts. Beijing Hyundai produced most of the taxis in Beijing of the year 2013. Hyundai partnership. Between 2002 to 2010, Hyundai Motor made Chinese market versions of the Hyundai Matrix, the Hyundai Santa Fe and the Hyundai Terracan. The Santa Fe was the 5th most purchased SUV in China in 2010, and some of Hyundai's versions may greatly differ from those sold in other markets. Commercial vehicles. In October 2010, Hyundai signed agreement with Sichuan Nanjun Automobile on setting up a commercial vehicle joint venture Sichuan Hyundai Motor Company Limited. India. Hyundai Motor India Limited is currently the second largest auto exporter from India. It is making India the global manufacturing base for small cars. Hyundai sells several models in India, the most popular being the Santro Crossing, i10, Hyundai Eon and the i20. On September 3, 2013, Hyundai launched its much-awaited car, Grand i10 in petrol and diesel variants. Other models include the Jazz, Accent, Elantra, second-generation Verna, Santa Fe and the Sonata Transform. Hyundai has 2 manufacturing plants in India located at Sriperumbudur in the Indian state of Tamil Nadu. Both plants have a combined annual capacity of 600,000 units. In the year 2007, Hyundai opened its @ndɛ facility in Hyderabad, employing now nearly 450 engineers from different parts of the country. Hyundai Motor India Engineering gives technical and engineering support in vehicle development and CAD and CAE support to Hyundai's main R&D center in Namyang, Korea. Recently in mid-2014, Hyundai launched XCENT, a sedan based on successful Grand i10. In 2010, Hyundai started its design activities at Hyderabad R&D Center with styling, digital design and skin CAD teams. Japan. Despite having growing sales worldwide, Hyundai struggled in Japan, having sold only 15,000 passenger cars from 2001 to 2009. Following an announcement on November 2009, Hyundai pulled their passenger car division out of the Japanese market and focused on their commercial vehicle division instead. The company said that it is possible for them to come back to Japan fully if market conditions continue to improve. Currently the only Hyundai vehicle available in Japan is the Hyundai Universe Bus. Philippines. Hyundai is currently the 3rd top-selling automotive brand in the country. Hyundai's Jazz, i10, Accent, Santa Fe, Sonata and Grandster X were among the models which brought Hyundai to the 3rd spot. Hyundai almost doubled its sales in 2010 with 11,086 in 2009 to 20,712. Hyundai becomes the fastest-growing automotive brand in the country. Turkey. In September 1997, Hyundai opened a manufacturing plant in Turkey, located in Adigrizmet, Kocaeli province. The facility, named Hyundai Ulsan Automotive, was built as a 50% joint venture between the Hyundai Motor Company and the Kiba Holding of Turkey, the first-stage investment raising to $180 million. It currently has an annual production capacity of 125,000 units and it manufactured the Accent, the H100, the Starex, the Matrix and since 2010, the i20. In May 2013, Hyundai Turkey Izmit plant capacity increased up to 200,000 units with €470 million investment. New i10 and i20 plan to be produced. Europe. Germany. Hyundai has been operating an R&D center in Frankfurt, Germany since 1994, that has been responsible for monitoring technology developments in Europe and designing and engineering new cars for the European market. In September 2003, the company opened its new European headquarters in Ra-1-Quartier-Selchim, after an investment worth €50 million. The site became the new location for the R&D center and for the World Rally team of the company. Czech Republic. On November 2008, Hyundai opened its European plant in Novovice, Czech Republic, following an investment of over €1 billion and over 2 years of construction. The plant, which mainly manufactures the i30, X20, X35 for the European market, has an annual capacity of 300,000 cars. The new Hyundai plant is 90 kilometers north of Kia Motors' Angstrom 1/2 Ilina plant in Slovakia. Russia. In Russia, the production of the Hyundai Accent, Sonata, Elantra and Santa Fe models has been taking place at the TAG AZ plant, located in Taganrog, since 2001, in the form of complete knockdown kits assembly. Since 2006, the factory has also been assembling the Hyundai Porter, County, Aerotown and the HD 500 commercial vehicles. In June 2008, Hyundai started the construction of a new manufacturing plant in St. Petersburg with a planned yearly capacity of 100,000 cars, that will eventually be increased to 200,000 units. It started mass production in January 2011, with 2 models, the Hyundai Solaris and the Kia Rio. Africa. Egypt. Hyundai cars are manufactured in Egypt also. The local manufacturer of these vehicles is the Abur Group, which is located in Cairo. They have a big model range and offer sports models of some car models which are only offered on the Egypt market. Formerly, the company had assembled vehicles such as Verna. Libya. Hyundai is #1 car sales in Libya in 2012. Oceania, Australia. Hyundai sales increases sharply, ranking #4 position in Australia in 2012. #2 sales maker without local plant. New Zealand, a growing market for Hyundai's cars, sales in New Zealand were up 27% in late 2011, compared to 2010 sales. Electric vehicles. Hyundai Motor Company began developing FFVs in 1988. The test vehicle was 1991 MyScoop FFV. Since March 1992, in Seoul, Korea, through at least November 1993, field trials of several FFVs had been performed over more than 30,000 miles. The first pure electric car developed by Hyundai was the Sonata electric vehicle in 1991. The car started as a Sonata sedan-based model. Hyundai later produced electric vehicles utilizing the Excel, Grace, Accent, Artos and Kia Sportage platforms. Hyundai planned to have 6 electric vehicles available for testing by the end of 1992. The company was using batteries from Evonik Battery Company Incorporated in Troy, MI. The Excel and the Sonata were the 2 different models on which the electric vehicles were based. The vehicles were scheduled to likely be tested in the United States and in Korea. The new hybrid electric FGV1 was unveiled at the Seoul Motor Show in 1995. The car featured full-time electric drive technology. The 1995 Hyundai FGV1 was the result of Hyundai's first experiments with hybrid propulsion systems in 1994. Hyundai produced its second-generation hybrid electric vehicle in 1999. The company is using the A-Euro-OE Parallella Euro-type design, which utilizes either the ICE or the electric motor. The FGV2 was the second vehicle to be produced. Others are the Elantra HEV and the Hyundai Accent HEV, which were unveiled in 1999 and 2000, respectively. The new hybrid electric Sonata made its debut at the Los Angeles International Auto Show in November 2008. The car featured lithium polymer battery technology. The 2011 Hyundai Sonata hybrid sales in the U.S. began near the end of February 2011. Hyundai began producing hybrid electric vehicles in 2009. The company is using hybrid Blue Drive, which includes lithium polymer batteries, as opposed to lithium-ion. The Avanti was the first vehicle to be produced. Other Santa Fe hybrid, the Elantra, Sonata hybrid and the Hyundai i20, which will replace the Hyundai Jazz. Hyundai Elantra LPI hybrid was launched in the South Korean domestic market in July 2009. The Elantra LPI is the world's first hybrid electric vehicle to be powered by an internal combustion engine built to run on liquefied petroleum gas as a fuel. The Elantra PLI is a mild hybrid and the first hybrid to adopt advanced lithium polymer batteries. The Hyundai Blue plug-in hybrid has made its U.S. debut at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit 2010. At the 2010 Geneva Motor Show, Hyundai unveiled the iFlow, a concept car using a variant of the Blue hybrid system. The iFlow concept uses a 1.7-liter twin-turbo diesel engine along with electric batteries to achieve fuel economy of 3 liters per 100 kilometers. Hyundai says a production car based on the iFlow's design will be in production by 2011. The Hyundai Blue is a subcompact 5-door hatchback electric car produced by Hyundai Motor Company. The prototype, an electric version of i10, was first unveiled at the Frankfurt Motor Show in 2009. The pre-production testing model was unveiled in Seoul in September 2010. When the first of 30 units were delivered to South Korean government agencies for field testing. The carmaker plans to build 2,500 units by the end of 2012. The Blue is equipped with a LG 16.4 kWh lithium polymer battery pack and charges in 6 hours with a 220 V power outlet and in 25 minutes to 80% with 3-phase electric power. The maximum speed is 130 km per hour and 0 Euro 100 km per hour is achieved in 13.1 seconds. According to Hyundai Motor Company, the total investment to develop the Blue, its first production electric car, was around 40 billion won. Environmental record. On April 23, 2008, Hyundai Motor announced the beginning of a 5-year project to turn 50 km² of infertile land into grassland by 2012. Hyundai is doing so with the help of the Korean Federation for Environmental Movement. The project, named Hyundai Green Zone, is located 660 km north of Beijing. The goal of the project is to end the recurring dust storms in Beijing, block desertification and protect the local ecosystem. Local weeds will be planted in the region that have the ability to endure sterile alkaline soil. This is the first environmental project of the company's social contribution program. Hyundai also made electric car concept i10 recently. Hyundai Motor plans to aid Chevron Corporation in the construction of up to 6 hydrogen fueling stations that will be located in California, including locations at the University of California Davis and the Hyundai America Technical Center in Chino. Hyundai is going to provide a collection of 32 Tucson fuel cell vehicles, which are powered by UTC fuel cell power plants. Motorsport. Hyundai entered motorsport by competing in the F2 class of the World Rally Championship in 1998 and 1999. In September 1999, Hyundai unveiled the Accent WRC, a World Rally car based on the Hyundai Accent. The Hyundai World Rally team debuted the car at the 2000 Swedish Rally and achieved their first top 10 result at that year's Rally Argentina, when Alistair McRae and Kenneth Eriksson finished 7th and 8th, respectively. Eriksson later drove the car to 5th place in New Zealand and 4th in Australia. In 2001, Hyundai debuted a new evolution of the Accent WRC, which was intended to improve reliability, but the performance of the car was still not good enough to challenge the 4 big teams. However, at the season-ending Rally GB, the team achieved their best result with McRae finishing 4th and Eriksson 6th. For the 2002 season, Hyundai hired the 4-time world champion Juha Kankkunen, along with Freddie Loix and Armin Schwartz. Kankkunen's 5th place in New Zealand was the team's best result, but they managed to edge out Angstrom Koda and Mitsubishi by 1 point in the battle for 4th place in the Manufacturers' World Championship. In September 2003, after a season hampered by budget constraints, Hyundai announced withdrawal from the WRC and planned to return in 2006, which did not happen. In 2006, following the announcement that Korea was scheduled to earn a Formula One Grand Prix, Hyundai planned to enter the sport. The Korean Grand Prix was first held in 2010, but Hyundai have not entered the championship. Hyundai announced they would be revealing their future rally plans at the 2011 Chicago Auto Show, on February 9. The current plans for rallying are focused around the newest Hyundai release, the Veloster. In September 2012, Hyundai announced that they were due to start the WRC with a rally model of its i20 to rival the likes of the Ford Fiesta, the Citroën DS3 and the Mini Countryman. Hyundai i20 WRC. The Hyundai i20 WRC is a world rally car built by Hyundai for use in the 2014 World Rally Championship. It is based on the Hyundai i20 subcompact car, and was unveiled at the 2012 Paris Motor Show. The launch of the i20 marks Hyundai's return to the World Rally Championship after a 10-year absence. The car is scheduled to make its first competitive appearance at the 2014 Rally Monte Carlo, but may compete during the 2013 season to aid development. The car will be operated by Hyundai's performance division, Hyundai Motorsport, from a base in Frankfurt, Germany. Model lineup: current, Accent Verna, Atto Santro, Elantra, Leon, Equus Centennial, X20, Genesis, Genesis Coupe, Grandeur XG, i10/Grand i10, i20, i30 Elantra Touring, Hyundai i40, Hyundai Santa Fe, Sonata i45, Veloster, XCENT, Former, Cooper. Copyright Tuscany, Dynasty, Excel, Scoop, Gesges Prime TB, Lavita Matrix, Pony, Santamo, Stella, SUVs and vans, current, H1i Lodi 800 Starex Grand Starex, Porter 2, Santa Fe Sport Santa Fe LWB, Terracan, Tucson X35, Former, Entourage, Galloper, Grace, HD 1000, H1 Hour 200/Libro, Trajet, Veracruz X55, Commercial Vehicles. HM1620 Urban Bus, HM1630 Suburban Bus, Hyundai 4.5 to 5-ton truck, Hyundai 8 to 25-ton truck, Aero, Aero City, Aero Town, Bison and 3-ton truck, Chorus, County, Hyundai DQ7, E-Mighty, Hyundai FB, HD 160, HD 170, Mega Truck, New Power Truck, Nova, Mighty, Mighty 2, Hyundai RB, Super Truck Medium, Super Truck, Trago, Universe, 0303 Benz Bus, Concept Car, My Scoop Flexible Fuel Vehicle, Sonata Electric Vehicle, Excel Electric Vehicle, HCDI, HCDE, HCDII, FGV1, FGV2, HCD6. LZ450, Clicks, TB Concept Car, HCD7, HCD8, HCD9 Tailors, Ionic, Marketing, Live Brilliant. The Live Brilliant global brand campaign started in 2012. That campaign will be an extension of the A-Euro-OE modern premium A-Euro way of thinking that Hyundai adopted as part of their new brand direction. The goal was to seek to deliver the company's aspiration to make each and every moment a customer spends with Hyundai a moment of happiness, filled with brilliant memories. Corporate social responsibility. In 2008, Hyundai Motors established a committee to oversee its corporate social responsibility program. Among the program's initiatives have been the Happy Move Global Youth Volunteers Program. The Hyundai Motors India Foundation has invested more than 20 million rupees in various corporate social responsibility programs in India. In 2011, it started the Go Green Village Adoption Project in Tamil Nadu. Its aim was to promote environmentally friendly products, increase the forest cover in Tamil Nadu, and improve living and hygiene conditions in the region's villages. A number of schools have been adopted for improvement, with the HMIF donating around 450 benches to government schools and drilling 10 bore wells. Sports sponsorship. Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors, FIFA World Cup, UEFA European Championship, Korea Football Association, A-League, Olympique Lyonnais PFC CSKA Moscow, Millonarios Football Club, Club Universitario de Deportes, Tampines Rovers FC, Alpha TSC. Inside the NBA, other sponsorships, Academy Awards, CNN Worldwide, Hyundai Auto Club Philippines, controversies, inflated fuel economy numbers. After an investigation in 2012, the EPA found that 35% of all 2011 to 2013 Hyundai and Kia vehicles had inflated fuel economy numbers by as much as 6 miles per gallon. Currently, Hyundai and Kia have started a reimbursement program for the owners of the 2011 to 2013 affected vehicles. See also: Bearing Truck Corporation, Hyundai, Hyundai Group, Hyundai Mobis, Hyundai Motor Group, Hyundai Motor Manufacturing Alabama, Kia Motors, List of Hyundai engines, List of Korean car makers, List of Hyundai Motor Company transmissions, references. External links, official websites for international, a Euro Europe, a Euro United States, a Euro Canada, a Euro South Africa, a Euro India, a Euro Australia, Hyundai Motors brand homepage, engineering centers and manufacturing facilities, Hyundai at DMOZ.